Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Texas Music Reviews. My name's Harley Ray.
And I'm Drew Mitchell.
And together we're going to be reviewing a new song by Garth Lagrone. This song's called Fort Worth Soon. We're super excited to be able to review this one. If you guys have any questions, you want to feature your music or you want to get it into the show, you can email us at texasmusicreviews@protonmail.com, or you can reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, any of those social medias. You go ahead and let us have it, man. So, all right, Drew, let's get into this one, man. Garth Lagrone, Fort Worth Soon. What are your first thoughts?
Dude, this is something you spin around a girl on a dance floor to.
Definitely, yeah. This has got that, definitely has that, making a hole on the dance floor type of song,
Making a hole on the dance floor?
Yeah, just spinning her around. That's the best way I can put it, Yeah, this is, and it's, as a musician, I love that a lot of these Texas guys really kind of speak straight to the heart of being a musician. And here in Texas, there's a lot of highway time. And this, with that beginning, coming in with all of those, I call it the good old-fashioned country Texas bag of tricks. You know what I mean? He's got the fiddle, he's got the rhythm, the drum, the bass. All of those guys are right there where they need to be. And then with his intermittent lyrics, and then talking about those lines moving on the highway, really kind of create this great sense of imagery of driving to Dallas, or to Fort Worth, where you're just listening to the country radio, and that if this song came on, I feel like I'd be right there with him. He's riding shotgun. Right.
Yeah, riding shotgun the whole way. Yeah, being Fort Worth Soon. Yeah, this is, dude, damn near as honky as it gets. Like this is dancing music.
Mm-hmm.
This is dancing music.
Dance halls could eat this up.
Absolutely.
Really well done. Eloquently done with the fiddle and the lead guitar in there too, and the steel. This just really feels like one of Garth's better songs. He's got some excellent songs out. He's been up for Texas Songwriter of the Year. So he's already an accomplished songwriter. And when something like this comes out, I feel like this is one of his kind of statements, or at least I feel like it would be a song I would listen to and feel a statement of being a musician and having to go through the hardships and that it takes on the relationship as a musician too. Like, if only in my mind, Dance With You Under the Neon Moon, and then there's that tempo change kind of.
There was.
And it's really got that like moment in the song where you stop and it hits you like a revelation, like you had an epiphany in the music with him, and it's something I think any Texas musician, or really anybody that spends a lot of time on the road, could relate to.
Absolutely. Sure. Yeah. It has that grassroots ground and pound honky tonk feel to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It does. And I mean, I've always said that my favorite part about Dallas is seeing it in the rear view. But
you don't like Dallas?
Oh, dude, I have such a hard time navigating through the traffic in Dallas and Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah, with all the tolls, especially.
Yeah, and usually whenever I go out that way, I'm playing on the outskirts and stuff. So luckily, I've been fortunate. And Fort Worth, this is a fella that's singing that comes from an agricultural background, and a lot of country musicians that we talk about today, and some of the ones that we've reviewed, don't necessarily have that agricultural background. And I feel like that really shows in his music and in this piece of music. You can really tell like this is one of the last of his kind. You know what I mean? That are doing this, or at least last of the authentic agricultural style cowboy music.
Yeah, it shows itself in the music for sure.
And he doesn't strike me as if we've both met him, but he doesn't strike you as a show off of any means. Very quiet, calm, and confident.
Oh man, absolutely, like one of the most chill, humble, laid back, chill. When we did the trio benefit, and he went and played with us. Would have never guessed. I never saw it. I never heard of him before. I never knew who he was. And playing alongside him, I was just like,
kind of hard. It's intimidating.
It was incredibly intimidating. And then actually hearing his music on Spotify, I was like, dude.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Such a nice guy to just donate his time to show up and support, a bar that's burned down and is going through the rebuilding process. It says something about you and caring for your local music community, dude. And yeah, when we pulled up to that benefit and I heard that you were going to be, on stage with them, I didn't want to say anything. I was like, I'm going to just let him.
So you knew?
Oh yeah, I knew.
I had no idea.
I didn't want to play next. I was like, dude, Garth is a amazing songwriter and an amazing performer. And
oh man, yeah, I had no clue. I was playing next to a legend in the making.
And we talk about the difference from the recording to the live performance. And Garth, his music really holds weight, and his performance really, really definitely holds water. But I love that when given the chance, he'll pull out that guitar and do it, him and his voice. True, authentic, as real as it gets. No fancy effects, no fancy foot pedals, none of that. Just a man and his guitar with a story to tell. And all of his songs are they're beautiful stories, man. And that's something you can only get, I think, from having that rich Southern agricultural background. So hats off to Garth and the whole team for mixing on this one. Not sure where he produced it, but they did a heck of a job.
The mix was great. And you know me with the drums, dude. Massive kick, massive snare. I mean, it had the crack. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were stomping on.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a kick. The kick, the follow through with the beats. The bump, 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 bump.
Yeah.
Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, big time.
It gives me that, like, I feel like I said, I feel like I'm on the highway with them, and I'm listening to the tires, and I'm seeing the lines, and I'm kind of going through.
Doing 105, by the way.
105, yeah. You're never gonna catch me going.
Bringing the pain, doing 105.
Lay that hammer down, Garth. Dude, yeah, bro. Yeah, he didn't hold back too. And when we asked him, what song he would like for us to review, I was already really excited, and I thought he was going to pick one of my favorites, and I had not listened to Fort Worth Soon that much. But so when he was like, well, let's see what you think of Fort Worth Soon, and I was like, okay, just letting you know, man, we're coming in blind on this one. We're shooting from the hip here, so I'm really glad that we got to pick this one, because for those that tune in from out of state, they get to hear us talk about this, two Texans talking about a truly deeply rooted Texas Southern song, talking about Cowtown. Not many people call it Cowtown anymore.
Cowtown.
You know what I mean? But if you're from Texas, that's Cowtown. And it's just a really, it makes me kind of like nostalgic already. It makes me miss Texas, and I'm still here in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those feelings that you can only experience when you're standing there watching to the performer, listening, and you just see that he's got nothing to hide. He's not hiding behind anything. You strip away any of that music, and with him and his guitar, it still sounds just as meaningful, just as deep. I would argue even more deep without the band, you know what I mean? But yeah, excellent production, great song. I'm excited to see what he's doing next, truly.
I want to see him live again.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, he's going to be, let's see, I think last time I saw Garth was performing out in Mission, something like that.
He's a busy dude.
Yeah, oh, dude.
He's a busy dude.
And another thing, too, he answers all of his own media.
Does he really?
Yeah. So he's as accomplished as he is, and I freaking love this, man. It might take him an hour, and no more than that, but he will get back to you, and he answers every
like that, man.
He answers every comment, every message. When you meet him in person, he's like, "Hey, man, how you doing? Good to see you. It's a blessed day, dude, and it's such a great day. It could be crapping down rain outside." And he's like, "We're here, we're happy, we're smiling. It's a beautiful thing, ain't it?" And that's his warmth, his personality on and off stage, larger than life. Just a really nice guy, man. So it's really hard to say anything about this music that I would change, because I feel like I would never be capable of recreating a Garth Lagrone song. A lot of the other artists that we do, they're so, I've been listening to them for so long, and I've been a fan for so long that, like, they've influenced me to where, like, I have a little bit of each of their style, a little bit of Trent, a little bit of Jake, even a little bit of Peyton. I've learned lessons watching all of them. But with Garth, I would never want to touch it, just because it's so true and pure as it is. Like, some songs it's like trying to sing Willie. You know what I mean? You can sing Willie, but it's not gonna feel like Willie.
Right. Same for Waylon.
Same with Waylon. Yeah, like, these songs are really just an homage to the beautiful Lone Star State. And that's something I really admire about Garth. I would change one thing, though. Play some more shows locally, Garth. It's the only thing I want to see.
Come closer to Houston, please.
Dude, oh man, yeah, no. He'll kill it at rodeos and stuff like that. And there was one time where I went to go out to the Naked Turtle, and I went to go watch him play, and it's
he played at the Turtle.
Yeah, that was when that guys from Nashville came in to listen.
Oh, dang, right on.
And when I was in there setting up, it was really intimidating, because I was going up with a bunch of other artists that we were all showcasing for these guys in Nashville that wanted to do radio with us and stuff like that. So it was me and like 6 other really successful, really great musicians. I mean, Kate Watson, Tyler Hodgson, people of that caliber, of that level, and Garth Lagrone. When we got there, it was so funny, because I always wear my hat, and if I'm not wearing this one, I'm wearing like a cowboy hat. And I walked in, and I was the only one until I saw one cowboy hat way in the back of the crowd, and I was like, I bet you I know who that is. Just because I saw the hat, and I was like, I probably know who that is. And I made my way through the crowd, and there stands Garth. I'm like, thank God, there's somebody here that I know.
Thank God.
But I also knew as soon as I saw him that my chances went, getting noticed because, Garth is Garth. And just a bigger, larger-than-life guy, man, So
absolutely. Garth M. Effin Lagrone.
Yeah, dude. And it makes me wonder with the last name, if there's some type of deep-rooted Southern Louisiana, Texas culture there with the Lagrone.
There's only one other person I've met with that last name.
Yeah.
Only one.
My mom's family's Texan Cajun. And my wife's family's Cajun too.
What do you call that mix? Texan and Cajun?
I don't know.
Is there such a name for it?
I think there is. I'm not quite sure. Like if it was like Texas Creole or Creole's more like Southern French, like Louisiana French, right?
Oh.
And then you've got the term Cajun, and I don't know if that's more Spanish French or Spanish Louisiana. I'm not sure how that all works, and I'll probably get roasted right now in the comment section. That's cool. I mean, educate me, guys. I'm here to learn, and so are you. Apparently, listening to Texas Music Reviews.
We're here for the clout too, by the way. So just
dude, yeah, we're all about the local music here, and I love that we've been blessed enough with everybody we've done so far are all such big hearts for the community too. And I think that we should think about that going forward, like maybe the people that we should make sure that they're being involved with their community too, or at least check out what they're doing for their community. Because I don't, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know a single artist in Texas or around here that doesn't do a lot for the community. All of us do a lot for the community, every single one of us. So just another reason why we love Texas and we do Texas Music Reviews, man. So. And if you have any opportunities for any of these artists to help support the community as well, tag them in the comments below and let us know, man. We'll try to help out as much as we can.
Absolutely. This has been a fun one. I enjoyed this song and probably any song that Garth will ever write. I'm gonna enjoy.
Oh yeah. Well, I was wondering too going into it. When he mentions, pulling into Dallas Cowtown and then using the lyric Neon Moon in there. That's not just, I don't even think Brooks and Dunn was a Texas thing, but another homage to just one of the greatest country songs, one of the greatest country artists, really popularizing the idea of a neon moon or the motif or however you would put that of Neon Moon, which fits squarely perfectly into what you were saying about this is a honky tonk dance song. You know what I mean?
I mean, really, truly, picture yourself. You're in a honky tonk, chilling, having your Dr. Pepper. Mm-hmm. And you hear that song on the jukebox, or you hear that word on the jukebox, Neon Moon. Mm-hmm. Boom, that's a buzzword. You're like, who is
your
this?
Feet immediately are like, we need to get dancing.
And you start listening. You're like, all right. And then the song, being what it is, what we're talking about right now, it sucks you right in. Like, hey, girl, come on. And you pull her out to the floor and you spin her around a few times.
Yeah, that's my favorite part when he does that break, because right when he goes, in the neon moon, dude, that break right there immediately just, for some reason that hits me harder than the rest of the song, because with that beat changing, it breaks up. There's not a monotony, but if there were, it would be breaking that up, and then immediately getting you into moving the rest of your body instead of just tapping your feet. Now your hands are moving. Now your brain is thinking of these mixed meters and stuff like that, and that's a really big psychological thing in music to get you up and get you dancing. And so another tiny little thing that can just make a huge difference in a song, and it just shows his brilliance, man. Just a really, really, really well done piece of work, man.
Yeah, great composer, great lyricist. I'm here for it.
Garth, you knocked it out of the park again, man. So we can't wait to see you at the TCMA awards this year. It's going to be really fun to cheer you on, because I'm going to vote for you. I encourage you guys to vote for him too, man.
Yep, likewise. I don't have anything else to say, man. What about you?
No, man. I could sit here and talk good about Garth all night, but, we ain't got all the time in the world. However, we do have another episode coming real soon, so y'all stay tuned for that one. My name's Harley Ray.
I'm Drew Mitchell. Y'all stay classy. I'll see y'all around.
Yeah, man. Don't forget to hug your mamas and them. We'll see you, man. God bless. That's been Texas Music Reviews. Until next time.
See ya.